Alright, we're back at the garage, which can only mean one thing. Mustang time. Get inside the garage and see what we can figure out. So, thanks to a really awesome friend and sponsor, we are removing that because something else needs to take its place. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have fuel injection. Thanks to Matt Carrington over here. I got a lot more wiring to do. Yeah, it wasn't him, it was YouTube. That's what he keeps saying.
You gave him $1,000 injection kit.
Yeah. This is going to be awesome. We're definitely going to have a little less having to deal with carburetors at this point. Definitely cool bringing some new age technology in. Thank you, Matt. You were amazing.
Oh, I can't do that on your video.
No, mine are.
That out for
yeah. I'll put one of those smiley faces over, like.
Just put a fake cartoon thumbs up on it.
Oh, Jesus. Now I get to learn all this electronic fuel injection stuff.
This is honestly the easiest kit there is to install. It's literally plug and play.
I'm in love.
And since you can get the in-tank drop-in, just go that route, spend a couple extra bucks, drop it in the tank, and run a line, you're done.
Yep. Oh, so much work to do, but Matt has made the build. This has been on my want list for a long time, and my dad and I were trying to figure out how we were going to afford it to get it through Power Tour, and Matt coming in clutch. Now I'm going to have to figure out all the throttle linkaging. That's pretty awesome. So we're going to have to get a new gasket. I can bolt that down, make sure it's cleared. Tuck all this. I was thinking about tucking this under hood, but I'll be completely honest. I think I'd rather where these two holes are back here. I don't know if you can see them. Right there. See those two holes? Right there. I think I'm going to cut that out and make a spot that we can run that through. And I'll figure out some sort of seal that I can put around that to seal off the heat. But I think we're going to run it in the back, just tuck it all in and hide it. I'd rather that than have it sitting under hood and being all obvious. We can tuck this up underneath and have... We did light it up. That video's on Matt's channel because I was too busy being excited. We lit it up and we know that the display and everything works. So we can get this hooked up, get all the wiring inside, and then have to find a place to put that display. Thinking it may look nice. Because I wanted to put a radio here. I think I might build a panel down, put the radio in, and then right by the radio just have that FI kit. Plop it in next to the radio. But I'm like a kid in a candy store. And I mean, I'll be completely... I don't deserve this. But I am so excited right now. My dream has been to do Power Tour for years, and it's coming closer and closer to reality. It's pretty exciting, to be honest. Super exciting. So, see what happens tomorrow. All right, we got a new addition to the sticker fam. This one is a really good friend of mine, actually. DD Speed Shop. These are my friends up in Canada. He's actually built that 57 Chevy for his girlfriend, fiance, Danny. And it was originally a 4-door. He converted it to a 2-door and he did an LS swap. These are the friends that are going to meet up with me along with Chris and Leela from the Viberlas. Fire and Gasoline's trying to go, and I know Matt's going for some of them. But we are creating a crew to run Power Tour. We're gonna find out where we can put, here we go, we'll put them right here. So, check out my friends, Dan and Danny over at the DD Speed Shop. He's actually working now on a C10 Chevrolet that's gonna have a 5.3 swap. Pretty darn cool, and I'll tell you what, his ability to clean these cars up from the rust, insanely good. And that was drawn by my friend Chris from the Fiberless. It all comes full circle. All right, now we are going to take that cardboard. I'm going to set up my little overhead rig that's not an overhead rig. I'm going to put heater or fuel in the heater, and then we are going to start making a list on this wonderful piece of cardboard of exactly what needs done in most order for this to hit Power Tour. Our friend's Matt, if you didn't catch part of this, our friend Mr. Charrington was clearance shopping and did something completely amazing for me. Still a little irritated at him, but I appreciate him more than anything. Picked up a fuel injection kit for this old gal. So we set it under here to start. It is a classic black FI Tech fuel injection. There is the main throttle body. It's got 4 injectors in it. It's gonna be pretty cool and make this nice and reliable, and it's gonna give you full tunability. It's pretty awesome. I need to figure out where I'm gonna run the wires to make sure it's out of the way, because I was originally gonna tuck this under here and like out of the way, but I prefer it inside. So this is definitely going to be pretty darn cool, and that black matches my valve covers. So I'm excited. But we're going to make our list and get everything started. That way we can start ordering the parts and start picking things off the list, because Power Tour is 5 months away, and the month of February is insane for me. So actually, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, it's 5 months. But February is going to be insane for me. So that's going to be our parts acquisition phase. And then March is going to be all on this to start getting it finished, because I'd like to have it done ahead of time so that we can do some test driving and get it out and on the road and make sure everything's good before we just slap it together and do a 300-400 mile road trip before a 2,000 mile road trip. We definitely got to pull this windshield, because this windshield's going away. It's pretty bad, but it's going to go away. We're going to put a new windshield in it, and I have to put a new headliner in it. Well, you got to pull the windshield to do the headliner. Same in the rear, which is why the rear's out. So we're going to do that. We'll make our list, figure out what's going to make the cut, what's not going to make the cut, and it's going to start with what's required of us to get to Power Tour, and then everything else will be secondary. If it's not painted, oh well. All right. To-do list. This is a modified, shortened version, because, like, I know when I say body work, I know it's a lot more than just, hey, throw some putty at it. But that's for me. So that's my work list. These are the parts that I need, and right now we're looking at, like, oh, I have that on there twice. So right now we're looking at, like, the fuel pump, wheel cylinders, brake lines, fuel lines. This is filler, primer, and black base paint, clear coat, headliner. You know, a lot of this stuff is when we get to it, but our mains right now are fuel pressure regulator, filter, obviously, fuel pump. Now we're going to look, because I found that on LS applications, they actually make a fuel filter that has a regulator built into it and a return line built into it. So depending on what I find, I may be able to run that to simplify the system. I really want to do an in-tank fuel system on this, but we found some nice externals also, and as long as they're installed properly, seems like the externals work pretty good also, but we're gonna play it by ear, see what I find, and you know, go with what we can do. But we got our list, we got things going on, we'll figure it out from there. But a lot of work, not a lot of time. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the flip side. Well, Summit was a bust, but I think we're gonna mount this back here behind the battery. That way we can run both wires right here down to the back and have it all nice and hidden. So when you're looking at the engine, it looks basically standard, because the factory wiring usually comes here and down. So we can just run that over and make it look nice and neat and have everything here. That'll clean it up real nice, and then we can run all the rest across the back in a nice little loom, and everything will look fresh. Ow! I feel damn thing. I know. We'll have that. I have left the lift, so that's full weight on the rear end. So let me bring it down so it's on the lift. That's just touching. Okay. Now, we need to figure out U-joint, U-joint. There. Middle to middle, right? If I go to 49.5, that's right there. And we still have. So if we take 1.5 inches off of that, that would be right there. Yep. Holy crap. Haven't seen sun like that for a while. Ugh, not through the mud. We had snow this morning, and now it's melting off into like 45 degrees. This weather just can't figure out what the heck it's gonna do. Hello, Mustang. Do some work. Alright, we're gonna be waiting for Papa to come out. But we tested this fan and we know it works. It's nice and quiet now. So I'm going to tear this box apart. We are going to take a look at this to see if there's a way I can fix it to make it a little more functional. We have the heater core, which I brought out. This is pressure tested. It's testing good. It actually, I believe, was not very old before it was sold to us. So this slides in here and you have 2 holes. The problem is they broke all of this trying to get that in because they didn't do it right. So what we're going to do, because of the fact that I do do plan on upgrading this to air conditioning at some point is we're going to pop all the clips off of this, separate these two halves. I'm going to see if there's a way I can fiberglass this back together and make it look like a functional part enough that it'll supply heat until I get new halves. We were looking, this piece here is right around $150 and the lower piece is another $75. So for 225 bucks, I think I can fix that little spot. Pop the clips, and it separates real easy. They have, it's got a stress crack here, right here. They broke this door, which let's see if I can fix. This is where the rheostat is, the resistor for your fan control, and it's broke all the way up to that. So we have to see how close we can get this back to fitting like it should. Get a couple of clips, see what we can grind out. Make it work. So we got all the holes filled. This smoothed out reasonably well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to throw some tape here just to cover this part. We're going to spray this and see how it turned out. This is perfect, but if we compare this to what it was, that's a heck of a sight better. And the biggest point is, yes, I could have bought a new one, but for a couple dollars and maybe an hour's worth of work, I got myself a top heater box. Now we just have to do the same with the bottom. That one is going to be a little more difficult, so I'll explain what I'm going to do here. So as this is drying, this side of the heater box is only damaged here. Well, this is where the heater core comes out. There's a hole here and maybe here somewhere. So once that's dry, we are going to put the heater core in, and then we're going to put plastic where the heater core was. And we are going to rebuild this lip. That way it all stays together in one shot. It's going to be a pain in the butt, but we're going to do it. And that'll save me a lot of money. Money we can use in gas or disc brakes, paint, all the above. What we did was, so you need something to separate the pieces, because these pieces have little grooves in them. Let's get the light. So they have a groove here, and then they have an inside groove on these. So they have to groove together. And when you're trying to recreate this piece, this tape here, this plastic will make it so that these two will not seal together completely. So that way, same with this plastic here, when we separate this after laying the fiberglass on here, it will not stick to these pieces. So that's what we're doing. Now I have to put the camera back up, finish taping this, make sure it's all sealed, and then we got to put it together and see about making that piece. Start on it. Now, the plastic that I put in here makes it so that we can separate right there. So, separate that there. That piece ready to rock and roll when we're ready. Now, gently, we work this out. Okay, and pull this plastic and there's the heater core. Now we just have to fix the inside after we finish the outside. You see I got a little hump here. So we'll sand that down, make it smoother. We'll make sure we keep the holes in the right spot, and we got ourselves a heater box.
From the end, you're gonna be back for more. Ooh, this is far from the end. You're gonna be back for more. Get up, 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 get up. Ooh, this is far from the end. You're gonna be back for more.
All right. Gotta do a little smoothing here in the corner, but hey, that looks like it doesn't have duct tape on it. Got that dried up pretty quick. So this is what they had on here. They had that to try and protect where that was, and it's not perfect, but it's sure a whole lot better than it was. We got bottom and top repaired. It's actually clipped together, which I have to get more clips. There's one here, there's supposed to be one back here, a couple others. But now, the heater core is where it should be. Not hacked like it was.